Hey guys, welcome back to Tools on a Budget. Today's video, I'm just going to show you guys how I maintain my impact wrenches and how to increase the longevity of them. I'm not saying this is going to be foolproof and make it last forever, but you will get more use out of it than if you wouldn't maintain it at all. So basically what I'm going to do is take it apart, and then we're going to regrease the cone here, and then clean out any debris from the motor assembly. Sometimes you get like metal shavings in there because it is magnetic, so any type of metal shavings get in there and they get stuck on the commutator and then on the magnets and stuff. So yeah guys, pretty much we're just gonna, and then we're gonna use tub of towels to clean the housing. See if you guys can see, it's pretty dirty. Tub of towels does a great job of removing a lot of this dirt. You guys will see by the time we're done, it's gonna look a little bit better. So pretty much to start, you want to take off your battery. You don't want any type of charge in there, and then just start taking off all the screws. Fairly simple, not that many screws. I think it's like 10 of these. Let me count right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's only 9 of those, and then you have 4 on the cone. If you have an electric screwdriver, it's probably be a lot easier. I have one, I just forgot where I left it, so I gotta do it by hand. But it's not hard at all, guys. Especially once you take it out once. The thread locker they come with kind of unactivates, and it's pretty easy. Just a few more up here. And yeah, so basically you want to do this every 3 to 6 months, maybe once a year at least. Just if you're, especially if you're a mechanic, just to get any kind of debris out of there, to prolong it from dying. The regrease is pretty much how whenever you want to. There's some design of impact wrenches where you can just take off the cone where it's not gripped here. So those are a lot easier to service. I think the Snap-on is one of them. I think one of the DeWalt's is, and the older Milwaukee's. But the new ones, you got to take all these apart where it has like some sort of pin here to hold it into the plastic. Right, so I think that's it. Yeah. Sometimes the screws are a little bit in there, but they'll come out. And then you just got the 4 here. I think they're all T25. This is a T20, sorry. So they're all Torx 20. These are a little bit harder to get out. They're longer and require a little bit more torque. Like I said, if you have an electric screwdriver, these will be very easy, but I forgot where I left mine. And I just found it. It was blending in with, it's right there, as you can see. I was looking all over for it in my screwdriver drawer. Let's just take these 4 off, 3 more, and then the cone will come right off. That way I can show you guys also how the wear points on the specific Bauer. Most tools are disassembled the same way. Some tools you might have a security Torx. Some of them might even be Phillips. It just depends. Depends what brand and where'd you bought them at. Like a lot of the Amazon ones, like I know the Chinese ones, they'll have just regular Phillips. I know some Milwaukee's have security Torx. Not all of them, but some of them. And then most of them are going to be Torx screws though, so shouldn't be too hard to, especially if you're a mechanic, you should have a Torx screwdriver. Highly recommend to have one. And these are from Harbor Freight, pretty cheap little screwdriver set, but they work. These are a little bit worse than there's like some acetylene handle ones I have. Those are a little bit better. These feel like The shaft comes loose in here, surprisingly, but they're okay, especially for what I paid. I think it was like $11 for like a 20 screwdriver set. Can't really beat that. If you guys haven't checked right now, Harbor Freight is having a sale. Like every single day they're putting up new items. I think yesterday was a general 5-drawer toolbox. Today I haven't checked, but go ahead and check that out, guys. I'll probably leave a link in the description. I think like 2 days ago it was a 1.5 aluminum jack for, I think it was like 65 bucks. Some of these deals are pretty good. Last time they had a bunch of good deals too. So I do recommend you guys check out, see what they have. Maybe something you need will pop up on there. All right, so down to the last screw. All right, so got it. Oops. Just be careful when you put back the motor assembly. Sometimes if you put them in wrong, you'll get like a burn smell. All right, so this cone actually doesn't have a pin, so this one's actually really easy to regrease. And as you guys can see in there, very little grease left in it. And here's a hammer assembly, and it is pretty fairly well greased. All right, so let's pop it out. Good amount of grease back here too. I did just regrease this one probably like 3 months ago, so I wasn't expecting it to be too bad. There's the bearing. This is a planetary like where it uses the sun gear and the planet gears. So open it, sure you don't lose this thing, pop right out. So the inside, not too dirty, but there's some of the dust I was telling you guys about. So let's pop this out. And I do like the machining on this. Like I said, guys, pretty good tool for the price. And this is where you gotta be careful when you put it back, because if you put it in unaligned, you will have issues. So there's a little bit of grease on here from where it seeps through. Like I said, guys, I did just barely clean this one out, so it's not going to be too bad. But let's go ahead and clean it anyways, just so I can show you guys. So you want to look inside of here, if there's any debris. And right now this one's pretty good. There is a little bit of marks from where it rubs against the housing, but nothing too bad. So you just want to get everything out of here. If you have brake clean, you can use a little bit of that. I have some right here. So I don't like throwing it directly onto the actual plastic. So I'll just spray I'll spray the microfiber, and then just go ahead and clean it. I don't like spraying directly just because there is plastic, even though it is glass fiber reinforced plastic, still not something. And there's circuit boards in there, you know. It's not something I want to mess with. So there, do it again. And do it to this, I think these are called stators. Like I said, this one's pretty good because I just cleaned it not too long ago. Okay. So here's some of the grease. Just clean it off. Just wipe down all the grease. And like I said, you don't have to, guys. I'm just gonna show you guys how, because I'm gonna reapply grease anyways. So just get as much grease as you can off of it, or if you have some on there, because I do feel a little bit of metal shards in this grease. So just wipe it off. You can take out the anvil, clean that bushing in there. This one, since it's mostly all metal, you can just go ahead and spray in there. So it looks something like that in there. Fairly clean. And just wipe down here. Like I said, guys, I'm pretty impressed with the machining, especially for the price of this unit. It's pretty good. I would expect a lot of a lower build quality, especially since you're only paying like half of what most other impact wrenches cost. You do get a bit of a weaker warranty, but it's still pretty good. Oops. All right, so basically I'm just going to use this regular packet of grease. Open it. And I like to apply it fairly liberally. I like to put it on these gears. And then put some in here. Get some on this anvil. And then I'll go ahead and put this back into here. And then whatever I have left over, I'll just throw it into the cone. And any type of grease will pretty much work good for you guys. It's not like any specific type of grease. You don't have to be too worried about it. Oops. All the RPMs in there will get it like pretty nice and mixed in there. I want to put some grease here. Yeah, the other grease was already pretty worn. I could feel a bunch of shards on my hands. Fairly typical. I mean, if you're not used to that, just go ahead and wear gloves when you do it. So to put this in, like I said, you got to be careful because it is just gonna snap back in, and you got to make sure when it spins, it doesn't have any type of. You'll notice if you put it in wrong, you'll know right away because of the way it'll actually just grind. So you got to put it back in its back where this bearing has to go in between the two clamshells. And then make sure it's all the way in. Once you do that, go ahead and you can put this needle through the bearing. There we go. Oh. It's just hard because I'm looking through the camera and I'm here. In fact, I'm gonna stop real quick and put it in, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys. So I got it pretty much back together. Now you just put this gear set in, also known as this is your hammer. And don't worry about this. If you want to put some grease here, that'll be cool too. But I mean, everything's gonna get all mixed as soon as you turn it on. As soon as you do the couple of impacts, everything's gonna get all greased up. Let's put the cone back on. Leave it this way. So pretty much she's almost back together. Just gotta put the screws in. Remember, guys, there's only about 9 screws on this thing. Fairly simple. And then the final step will probably just be to clean it. I'll show you guys that. I like to use tub towels for that. Just the way it leaves it super clean. You guys will see right now. You can also use it to wipe your hands, especially right now that I have grease. It's a good way to get the grease off. So let's see if it put the battery on, make sure everything sounds good. And something's caught here, so I got to check it. So I'm gonna check that real quick. I'll be right back. So after even just a quick little wipe down, probably use like four of these tub of towels, you can see a pretty good improvement already. Gets most of the grease off. Still dirty some places. It's like right here. Use this to get it off. But you guys can see it's day and night. I don't know if the camera picks it up that good, but in person it's day and night difference. These little tub of towels put in work. And now if you want to take it a step further, you could sand this this cap and then just like repaint it if this stuff like this bothers you. But I mean, you're always gonna get these bumps and scratches here. Pretty good. So you guys can tell that these work pretty good. Pretty much any tool that you have built up grease on, these things will take off all the cake off it. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Now all you got to do is use it and go make some money, because that's what these things are for, you know. So that, or if you're a DIY, then just store it up, and you know, you have a couple more years to go. If you're a DIY, I probably wouldn't do it every 3 to 6 months. You'd probably be okay every, like, depending on how much you work on your car, a year to 2 years. But if you are using this every day, then I do recommend 3 to 6 months. And if you use it once in a while, then you'd probably be okay 1 to 2 years, regreasing and stuff. Some people might think I threw a little bit of grease in there, but like I said, once it's all mixed in there, it's gonna be more than you guys think. Grease has a tendency of getting everywhere. Most mechanics already know that. It just finds its way everywhere, and that's pretty much when I reopen this again. Most of the parts are gonna have grease on them. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you like it, I have more content similar to this. If you're never seen if you're new to this channel, that's pretty much it, guys. I have a giveaway coming up soon. Stay tuned for that. So I'll be posting a video. I'll be giving away a Hercules cordless ratchet. And if anybody's been able to see the guy, if anybody knows the guy that won the Hercules impact wrench, you guys tell him to contact me. He hasn't contacted me. I mean, it doesn't matter when he contacts me, as long as he does contact me, I'll hold it for him. That way I could get it shipped out to him. He did win that impact wrench. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a great day.